Ah, werewolves, the very word whispers of moonlit forests, blood-curdling howls, and the chilling transformation of man into beast. But are these creatures steeped in folklore and myth truly real? Or are they merely figments of our imaginations born from the shadows of our deepest fears? For centuries, tales of werewolves have captivated and terrified us in equal measure. From ancient legends to modern-day sightings, the enduring allure of the werewolf persists. Some dismiss these tales as pure superstition, stories spun to explain the unknown or to demonize those who dwell on the fringes of society. Others, however, whisper of ancient curses, of lycanthropy passed down through generations like a terrible inheritance. So are werewolves real? The jury is still out. One location etched into werewolf lore is the small town of Palmyra, Maine. Nestled amidst the sprawling pine forests of New England, Palmyra might seem an unlikely setting for such a chilling tale. Yet it was here in the crisp autumn air of 1988 that an unnerving encounter with a purported werewolf shook the community to its core. Two friends, out hunting in the dense woods surrounding the town, stumbled upon a sight that would forever alter their perception of the natural world. As dusk settled over the forest, casting long, eerie shadows, they noticed a large, canine-like creature lurking at the edge of the clearing. Panic gripped the hunters as the creature, its low growl reverberating through the trees, began to stalk towards them. The Palmyra werewolf, as it came to be known, became a chilling reminder that even in our modern world, some mysteries remain unsolved. Others in the area have also had encounters with mysterious creatures, including the Martin family, who were said to have been stalked one evening by 5 bipedal creatures. The creatures terrorized the family only to disappear the following morning, leaving the family and community with more questions than answers. Palmyra, Maine holds a prominent place in American werewolf lore, but it's not the only hotspot. Tales of werewolves or similar creatures span cultures worldwide, each with unique twists. In France, the beast of Gévaudan terrorized the countryside in the 18th century. Credited with over 100 kills, it sparked panic and numerous hunts. Some say it was a pack of large wolves, others whisper of a supernatural predator. In Yorkshire, the Barghest, a monstrous black dog, is seen as a harbinger of doom. Some link it to werewolf folklore, suggesting a shape-shifting terror. From the Rougarou of Louisiana to the Aswang of the Philippines, these tales share a common thread: fear of the unknown. While the debate surrounding the existence of werewolves rages on, a healthy dose of caution never hurt anyone. So let's say, for the sake of argument, that you find yourself wandering through the woods on a moonlit night, the hair on the back of your neck standing on end. What steps can you take to minimize your chances of a close encounter with a mythical beast of the night? First and foremost, common sense dictates avoiding areas known for werewolf activity. Secondly, trust your instincts. If you feel uneasy, if the air seems to crackle with unspoken tension, or if you hear an unfamiliar growl echoing through the trees, it's best to remove yourself from the situation as quickly and quietly as possible. Thirdly, make yourself appear large and intimidating. Finally, avoid wandering alone in the wilderness at night, particularly during a full moon. Remember, a healthy dose of skepticism is always advisable, but so is a healthy respect for the unknown. Let's say, despite your best efforts, you find yourself face to face with a snarling, slavering beast that seems to have sprung straight from the pages of a horror novel. What then? What measures can you take to protect yourself and increase your chances of survival against a creature steeped in myth and legend? First, resist the urge to panic. Second, if possible, put a barrier between yourself and the creature. A car, a building, even a sturdy tree can provide temporary protection and buy you precious time to think and to plan your next move. Third, fight back with everything you've got. While conventional weapons might have limited effect against a supernatural creature, that's not to say they are entirely useless. Finally, if all else fails, run. Your goal is to survive long enough to see another sunrise. Werewolf folklore is rife with superstitions and purported weaknesses, passed down through generations of storytelling. One of the most enduring of these is the belief that silver is anathema to werewolves, capable of inflicting wounds that other weapons cannot. The association of silver with werewolves can be traced back to ancient mythology and folklore. Silver, often associated with the moon, was believed to possess purifying properties capable of warding off evil spirits and malevolent creatures. While the idea of silver bullets and silver-coated weaponry might make for compelling storytelling, there is no scientific evidence to support the claim that silver possesses any special power over werewolves or any other creature, mythical or otherwise. However, the enduring power of this myth speaks to our deep-seated desire for protection against the unknown. The enduring fascination with werewolves, vampires, and other monstrous creatures speaks to a deeper aspect of the human psyche. We are by nature storytellers, and our stories often reflect our deepest fears and anxieties. Werewolves, with their dual nature, embody the fear of losing control, of succumbing to our baser instincts. The transformation from man to beast represents a loss of reason, a descent into primal savagery that terrifies and fascinates us in equal measure. Moreover, werewolves represent a breakdown of the natural order, a blurring of the lines between the human and the animal world. The fear of werewolves, then, is not merely the fear of a physical monster, but also a fear of the unknown, of the potential for chaos and violence that resides within us all. By exploring these fears through stories, myths, and legends, we gain a sense of control over them. The werewolf, a creature of myth and legend, has transcended its origins in folklore to become a staple of popular culture, captivating audiences for centuries. From ancient oral traditions to modern cinema, the werewolf has undergone countless transformations, its story adapted and retold to reflect the fears and anxieties of each generation. One of the earliest known depictions of a werewolf-like creature appears in the Epic of Gilgamesh, one of the oldest surviving works of literature. Throughout the Middle Ages, werewolf lore became intertwined with Christian beliefs, often depicted as the result of demonic possession or witchcraft. With the advent of cinema, the werewolf found a new medium through which to terrify and captivate audiences. The enduring appeal of werewolves in film and literature lies in their ability to tap into our primal fears of the unknown. Despite the lack of concrete evidence, reports of werewolf sightings persist even in our modern, technologically advanced world. From remote forests to suburban towns, these reports, often fueled by blurry photos and grainy videos, beg the question: are these mistaken identities hoaxes or something more? In 2017, hikers in northern Ontario claimed to encounter a large wolf-like creature with glowing red eyes. The creature stalked them for hours, its eerie howls echoing before disappearing into the undergrowth. While no physical evidence was found, their detailed descriptions and genuine terror convinced some of an unusual encounter. Ultimately, believing in modern werewolf sightings is a matter of personal interpretation. As we've journeyed through the shadowy world of werewolves, exploring ancient legends, modern sightings, and the enduring power of myth, it's time to take a step back and approach the topic with a critical eye. Separating fact from fiction, particularly when dealing with creatures steeped in folklore and superstition, can be a challenging task. On the one hand, we have centuries of stories, myths, and legends, passed down through generations, each adding its own embellishments and interpretations to the werewolf narrative. These stories, while entertaining and thought-provoking, often lack concrete evidence to support their claims. On the other hand, we have the scientific community, which generally dismisses the existence of werewolves as lacking any biological basis. Though clinical lycanthropy is a real psychiatric illness affecting the psyche of the person affected, the physical characteristics of a human turning into a wolf are not a part of the condition. Ultimately, the question of whether or not werewolves exist remains an open one. As we reach the end of our exploration into the shadowy world of werewolves, one thing remains abundantly clear. The mystery surrounding these creatures is as captivating and enduring as the legends themselves. Are they real? Are they figments of our collective imagination? The answer, it seems, is far from straightforward. While science offers no definitive proof of their existence, the sheer volume of folklore, eyewitness accounts, and cultural fascination with werewolves suggests that there might be more to these creatures than meets the eye. Perhaps in some remote corner of the world, a creature exists that defies easy categorization, a creature that embodies the primal fear and fascination that werewolves represent. Or perhaps the true power of the werewolf lies not in its physical form, but in its symbolic resonance. Whatever the truth may be, the werewolf, like all great myths, continues to captivate our imaginations, to challenge our perceptions of the world, and to remind us that some mysteries are best left unsolved. Please like and subscribe for more supernatural survival tips, and hit the bell icon so you won't miss any upcoming videos. Thank you for watching. Stay fearless, stay prepared, and above all, stay safe.